from Americana to Zydeco and everything in between. This is the Extended Play Sessions.
My friends, they try to tell me she don't know how to be true. My friends, they try to tell me she don't know how to be true. Well, I ain't nobody's fool, but I'll play the fool for you. Well, I know your reputation.
I grew up in a small town near Brunswick, on East Coast Canada, and music was just a big part of the family. Music was never a decision; it was just something we grew up with. You know, my grandfather played fiddle, my mom plays piano, lots of cousins sing and play. So it was pretty much a way of life more than just as much as having a good meal and having friends over. Music was a big part of that. So it was something I got into pretty quick, and I started in school bands. I mean, a lot of people do. Picked up tuba because I was the only kid who could carry it. Went on to trumpet and drums and bass guitar all in school before I picked up guitar when I was 14. And I just started listening to what my brothers had in their tape collection, same as my folks. Lots of old country, lots of CCR, lots of Allman Brothers, and just playing along to the radio and learning that way. Then, I did that for quite a few years. And then after school, I went and started making pizza pockets, French fries, all that kind of good, tasty stuff. And was told I had to wear a beard net or shave my sideburns, and that's when I gave my 2 weeks notice and started playing music. I've been playing music at that point anyway, probably 4 or 5 nights a week, and then working 7 days a week, and started to fall asleep on the way to work and on the way to gigs. So I knew I had to quit one of them, and pretty easy to quit the fry plant. So started playing music. That was probably 12 years ago. I've been doing it full time since.
Spend all my days going down to the mines, under the ground where the sun never shines. Breaking my back, I'll put heat in your house. Got the roar of a lion, the breath of a mouse. Black on my hands and black on my shoes. Black on my heart from these coal mining blues. The man in the mirror looks nothing like me. He's just a weary reminder of what I used to be. The sunken red eyes and the lines in my face. A tired old man has taken my place. Black on my hands and black on my shoes. Black on my heart from these cold mining blues. can't fall asleep for the dreams that will come. Of when the walls cave in, the cold fills my lungs. If life is a blessing, then please let it be. That someday God's light will give these poor souls relief. Black on my hands and black on my shoes, black on my heart on these coal mining blues. Black on my hands, black on my shoes, ashes to dust with these coal mining blues.
I wrote that when I lived in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, which is right on the East Coast, huge coal mining community there. And wrote it with Colin Linden, who produced the album Coal Mining Blues. And same thing where he was in the States. You know, you'd heard a lot of those kind of stories. The lifestyle, at home, the work's dried up, but the mentality's still there. You know, the guys who, a lot of them still have, lots of black stuff in their lungs. You know, they've shortened their lives to take care of their families. So it was a job I had a lot of respect for. And weird enough, it came out right when the Chilean disaster happened. But it's, Southern at home, we've had some pretty massive mining disasters. So it's a very common story.
Jane cuts photos from the magazine of girls from the catwalks and the silver screen. She wishes that she could look like them, and everybody turning when they walk in. It's so easy. It's so easy, it's so easy to want what we don't have. He sees his neighbors across the road, the cars that they're driving, and the house they own. He wishes that he could live like them. They never have to worry about the money they spend. It's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy to want what we don't have. Open your eyes, you will find you got everything you'll need. You got someone to love, someone who loves you. You got all you're ever gonna need. I'm no different. I've done the same. I forgot about living while I was playing the game. There's no more wishing that I could live like them. I'm perfectly happy just where I am. It's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy to want what we don't have. It's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy to want what we don't have.
I think my writing's evolved quite a bit over the few years. You know, I think when everybody first started writing, for me anyway, definitely everything was written from the I and me perspective, just because I think that's more natural for everybody. But my later songs have kind of been taking more of a step out and kind of looking. I think it makes things a lot more accessible and a less introspective all the time. Which kind of I think now that I look back at some of those songs, I wonder why people want to listen, because I feel like I just sit there preaching about myself the whole time while I was on stage. So it's kind of nice to have kind of changed that. But some songs are definitely meant to be written from your own perspective, and I guess I don't try to do anything consciously too much. Whatever suits the song the best. And even if if I do write from my own perspective, I still try to think of it from other people's perspective to make it, to not get too much into my own head, I guess would be the only reason for that.
Drift away from your worries. Drift away from all of your cares. The storm is raging, it'll be over soon. Let it go and drift away. Carry on through the hard times. Carry on through the strife. The darkness is fading, it'll be morning soon. Let it go and carry on. When you don't know what to do and you don't know who to be, when you don't know where to go, where the end is so hard to see. Drift away from your worries. Drift away from all of your cares. The storm is raging, it'll be over soon. Let it go and drift away. When you don't know what to do and you don't know who to be, when you don't know where to go, when the end is so hard to see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mark your calendar. July 12th at the Main State Pier in Portland, Shipyard Brewing Company is putting on the party of the season, the Shipyard Summerfest. It's a free concert with a whole day of bands and food and fun. All thanks to these great folks. We'll wrap it all up the next day with the Old Port Half Marathon and 5K. Don't miss it. The Shipyard Summerfest, July 12th at the Main State Pier in Portland.
You know, as a very humble little Canadian, I try not to influence people's thoughts too much, I guess, really. Or, you know, I like to make people make up their own minds. You know, I definitely have my views on things, but I've also thought, you know, music is a good chance. You know, there are definitely artists who do that with their show. You know, they're there to get a message and, you know, kind of make a rally, which really I would prefer music just to be music for me. So I always kind of treat my shows on that side. But that said, you know, on the new album, I have a song that's, you know, it's fighting the big companies at home that are doing a lot to poison the ground around home. It's really starting to take its toll on you know, our livelihood and our lives and just, you know, the earth in general around home. So that's something that was as I've gotten older, I've taken more notice of those things, I think, than I did when I was younger. You know, in Canada, I think musicians they focus on the music, but they definitely, aside from that, they'll be very outspoken of their beliefs or their values, or different things they are standing up for. I mean, a great example right now is Neil Young. He hasn't really written songs fighting against the oil tar sands, but he's made a lot of public appearances, you know, speaking against them. So I think in Canada, a lot of them, instead of using their music, they use their position more to get their message out if they want to.
My friends, they try to tell me she don't know how to be true. My friends, they try to tell me she don't know how to be true. Well, I ain't nobody's fool, but I'll play the fool for you. Well, I know your reputation. I know you're always on the move. Yes, I know your reputation. I know you're always on the move. Well, I won't give in to that conversation. That's why I'll play the fool, why I'll play the fool for you. I'll play the fool for you. When the days feel so long, you're all I'm gonna need, all I'm gonna need, all I'm gonna need to get me through. When the days feel so long, you're all I'm gonna need to get me through. You make everything feel all right. That's why I'll play the fool, why I'll play the fool for you. But sometimes I'll get troubled over you. Yes, sometimes I'll get troubled over you. Well, I don't believe a word that the people say. That's why I play the fool, why I play the fool, why I play the fool for you. babe, why do you treat me like you do? My babe, why do you treat me like you do? You know I love you. That's why I play the fool. Why I play the fool. Why I play the fool. For you.
The thing I like the most to share with an audience is just, a good time, really. That's what music was for me at home. Like we never went to music to think. We went to music to avoid thinking is really what it was all about for us. A lot of artists, they have a lot of things to say, and I guess mine are very, I like people to think, a lot of my songs are based around just, being yourself and being genuine and being good to each other, not trying to change the world, I guess, with music, just trying to give people, a positive, 2 hours, and if they can take that home with them, that's great. Labels and music is something that's always kind of frustrated me a little bit. I had this conversation with a friend today, the same thing. He's grew up playing all kinds of different music. We love all kinds of music, and we try to put as much of that out when we write songs. I don't think I'm going to write a blues song. I'm just trying to write a song, and how it comes across. And it's kind of frustrating when people try to pigeonhole you into a certain kind of vibe, and if you stray from that, they want to bring you back in. And I always like just playing music. And the last album, that's what we really focused on, just making good songs and, kind of like my guitar playing, my voice be the connecting thing between them, not trying to make a blues album or try to make a folk album, just trying to make good songs.
Stepping outside into the night, walking for hours, looking for light. 1 foot on the pavement, 1 foot in the grave. I lost my way, I lost my way. Walking down Main Street in somebody's town, looking for somebody, but nobody's around. If I found someone, don't know what I'd say. I lost my way, I lost my way. I don't want directions, I don't need a map. The lights have gone out, I like it like that when the sky goes black. Come with me, baby, I'll pay what it costs. Let's go get lost. A book with no pages, a sky with no stars, and a show with no stages, a cell with no bars. My guitar's in my hand, I've got nothing to play. I lost my way, I lost my way, I lost my way, I lost my way. Directions, I don't need a map. The lights have gone out, I like it like that. When the sky goes black. Come with me, baby, I'll pay what it costs. Let's go get lost. There was a time when we were running together, we were fighting the good fight, thinking things were getting better. Now I don't know where I am, but I know what you'd say. I lost my way, I lost my way, I lost my way, I lost lost my way. I lost my way. I lost my way. I lost my way.
You know, the vibe from the audience is it. You know, it took me a long time to get used to, especially doing a lot of shows back to back, is every night can be completely different. You can play the same town, same venue, and even if the same people showed up, it would be a completely different show. You know, I just played at my hometown. Last week we did a Saturday and a Sunday night, and you know, the Saturday night everybody was just bouncing off the walls, you know, full of energy. And Sunday night they had much more of the like, hey, just we're here, we worked all week, entertain me kind of vibe. They still loved it, still a great response, but it was just a really different energy in the room. So I've learned not to take, you know, and playing in the UK too, they don't respond the same way. You know, here when somebody does a solo, they'll clap for it. Over there, they wait till the end of the tune, then they applaud. You know, really, if they're tapping their foot, you got them. That's that's them on the edge. So it took me a long time to really learn that and get used to it. So I kind of trained myself not to be just waiting for applause and waiting for the big whoops to feel like a good show. It's more, you know, when you walk, you can tell if you've had a good connection with the room or not. It doesn't have to be, you know, people throwing stuff on stage or people getting really excited. It just needs to be, you can feel it. Same as a good conversation with somebody. It doesn't need to be high five at the end of it, but, you know, when you're done talking to them, you can tell if it was worthwhile or not. When I used to play with my grandfather as a kid, his mantra was that as long as there's somebody wanting to listen, there should be somebody playing. So I've always tried to take that to every size of the stage that I'm in. You know, if it's a room full of 10 people who want to listen, that's good enough for me. You know, you can't do it every night because you need to eat, but you still need to. It's still great. You know, I mean, having tonight just felt like playing for people who want to hear. You know, I mean, it's not a numbers game. It's a feeling game.